Hello, folks, and welcome back to High Fever, your Indiana Fever basketball podcast. Back from the break. I'm your host, Josh Barcenas. We got a good one today, 82-76. Your Indiana Fever snap an 8-game losing streak, 82-76 over the Mystics. This was a game right here that I think could be season defining. Right now we're 2-1 in the season series versus the Mystics. We've got one more game versus the Mystics. I feel good. I'm here to talk. We're gonna talk about this game. Everything kind of seemed good from the Fever. So just to start it out, Lexi Hull out with a broken nose. I don't know if you saw the photos, but she's got it wrapped. Follow her on Instagram because she has it wrapped. I figured she wasn't going to be able to come back. We'll see how long that injury takes her out. And Alyssa Smith, left foot, is also out. They said she was going to be reevaluated in 2 weeks. That was about a week ago, so we've still got another week at least without Alyssa Smith. And for the Mystics, kind of a large injury report. Ariel Atkins out, Chrissy Tolliver out, and Elena Deladon were some of the standouts. And also Shakira Austin was out for them. So kind of an injury-heavy game, and we played one game with our two players out. That was versus the versus the Liberty, and that game was slow, sluggish. It just looked like everybody was ready for the break. This game, oh my God, that was the most energy I've seen maybe all season. I mean, seriously, this was a Fever team that I haven't seen in so damn long. Maybe the beginning of the season. We'll get to that. So the game starts out pretty solid stuff from both teams. It was kind of back and forth. It got within 3 a couple times, but the Fever held the lead at half. Starting lineup, I think, was something actually to point out here. Christy Wallace started, and Victoria Vivians started. They kind of they didn't go to Caldwell as much as they have been. She only played 5 minutes, and Emma Cannon got 21 minutes, and Grace Berger got 22. So I think that is probably a change on Chrissy's side's part, a change that I like, because those two players, and particularly Berger, has kind of this this kind of, I don't want to call it frantic energy, but it's certainly more youthful. It's definitely more intense, which I love seeing that. So they got some pretty good run. Kelsey Mitchell played 38 minutes. So she was certainly the leader in tonight's game. Aaliyah Boston only had 11 points, 3 for 8. She was okay. She was certainly battling a lot with Hines Allen down in the paint. So I can see, how that might have affected her game. But we'll go through some game leaders really quickly here. Kelsey Mitchell, 18, and Natasha Cloud, 19. Aaliyah Boston, 8 rebounds. Tiana Hawkins, 9 rebounds. Kelsey Mitchell, 5 assists. Brittany Sykes, 7 assists. So like I said, game started out back and forth at halftime. Third quarter, kind of a slugfest. And then it got interesting. Zawi B gets in, and I've been one recently to sort of give Zawi B some crap, and I'll be honest about that. I thought that her play since she's joined the team has been underwhelming, to say the least. But in today's game, she was great. It seemed like everybody was hype, coming out on the timeouts, and high fives and chest bumps, and we're excited. It looks like we want to fucking be there. I mean, thank God that it doesn't look like a squad that was just thrown together to play some games at the local A. It's it's ridiculous, honestly. Sometimes with these last 8 games, where they come out at so Chrissy's side calls a timeout and everybody's heads go down. It's like, oh my God, they're sad they're gonna miss their reservation. Their minds are somewhere else. But this game, everybody was running around. I would love to go back and watch the last 7 minutes of the game because you've got players flying around, people are jumping for balls. Aaliyah Boston got down and wrestled the ball away for a turnover. Scrappy stuff that I just haven't seen from this team in so long. And so I'm feeling very hype here. I'm feeling very good about this. 15-0 run in the fourth gives us a 10-point lead midway through the fourth. So, I'm thinking to myself, okay, how can the Fever blow this? Because one thing I've lamented all season, and particularly in the end of this first half, was this team cannot close. Where is the aggressiveness? Where is that? Nobody was there to take over. Nobody was there to say, give me the ball, I'm going to score, we're going to win this game. I felt like there was nobody on the team. I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I can identify that today. I want to say it's Kelsey Mitchell, but I don't know if I can call that today. But what I saw was a team effort of highly motivated players. And that right there, our record isn't good. Okay? We're 6-15. We're not going to beat we're not going to win the championship, right? But what I'm saying is, for a team that's rebuilding, for a first-year head coach, for a number 1 overall draft pick, the energy and the passion needs to be there from every single player, down to the people, who ride the bench. And I saw that today, and this is what we need. Now, keep in mind, they've just had a week off, and it's the first game. There's 19 more of these suckers to go. Okay? This could be the peak. It could all just run straight downhill. Now, I don't think that will happen. I hope it won't happen, but this is the Indiana Fever, folks, and anything can happen. Okay, here's what we've got. We've got the next 3 games on the road. Okay, we start the second half 4 games on the road. The WNBA schedule makers hate us this year. Can I say that? Yeah, they hate us. We've got a stretch in August that we are at home. But for the next 3 games, and the first 4 to start the second half, we're on the road. It's Liberty and 2 games against the Sparks. Folks, keep your eye out on how they play this Liberty team. Because now they have to travel from Washington to New York. We're going to see if we can keep up this energy. But this was such a great game. This was definitely one that I'm going to go back to and look at. I felt like this was the best that they could have played. What a performance. In any case, I will see you for the next game.